Well, hello from Puerto Rico. Someone had to actually remind me that I did say I would have done a video from the trip I had, from the trip that I took to Puerto Rico. So we were in Puerto Rico a couple years ago. So this is like really old footage, but I just want to share highlights of my trip. That was my daughter. Again, in one of my previous videos, I did say that I tried to do something with my daughter and her daughter just to maintain a generational, to say, for lack of a better word, maintain a generational evenness. So again, me and my daughter and her daughter, we took I think it was a weekend trip a couple years ago to Puerto Rico, and it was just a fun time. So I just want to highlight this time that I had in Puerto Rico. Not an expert on traveling, but just want to share my experience. And I must tell you this, Puerto Rico is beautiful, far from what I had imagined. So come on in. Vamos. Yeah, so like I said, this is special to me because it's something that I do with my daughter and her daughter, my granddaughter. So, my confident ladies, just inspiring you to instill and pour into the other generation the traditions that we hold dear. Because some of the things that I'm seeing today, it's appalling. People wearing pajamas on the streets. No, my confident ladies, that's a no no. So I have to maintain a traditional outing, whether it be overseas or local. I try to do that with my daughter and her daughter. So Puerto Rico, believe it or not, is a part of the Caribbean. Nonetheless, it's a U.S. territory. So it has a Caribbean feel to it, but it also comes with its own Spanish flair. But while I was there, I just felt at home because the Caribbean vibes was just vibing. You know what I mean? We just sit on in a restaurant and just felt at home. We heard a lot of Jamaican patois. We're on stage. So just in Puerto Rico, listening to some reggae vibes in a restaurant. That's all they play reggae. Jamming out to Bob Marley. Come on. Bada, bum, bada. Vietnamese food right there. Looks good. Bob Marley. You're dancing to Bob Marley? Bob Marley. International. International.
The burger tastes homemade.
Should be good because it's
Burger is soggy.
we're on stage. So just in Puerto Rico, listening to some reggae vibes in a restaurant. That's all they play reggae. Jamming out to Bob Marley. Come on. Bada, bum, bada. Vietnamese food right there. Looks good. Bob Marley. You're dancing to Bob Marley? So we stayed at the Acacia Hotel. Hopefully I got it right. It's a small hotel. I loved it. It's the best pancake in the world I've ever had. That's how good the pancakes were. It was 20 minutes from the airport and it was in New San Juan. The capital, of course, is San Juan, and it's divided into Old San Juan and New San Juan. So, yeah, come along. So the hotel room that we got was a large room. It had two queen-size bed, and the pool was right outside the porch, the veranda, like we say in the islands. But again, this is a U.S. territory. However, it's part of the Caribbean. So the hotel was literally 5 minutes walk to the beach. You can see the beach in the background. So just having the pool to ourselves. Again, it was a small hotel. So you felt like the pool was a private pool. Not many people were actually using it. We actually went in April, which was a great time to go. The weather was perfect. I think there was an hurricane like a couple months before. So tourism at that time was not overly crowded. So we had a great time having the hotel to ourselves, the pool to ourselves, and just enjoying the quietness of being in Puerto Rico. So, my confident ladies, I'm here again to pour into you. Some of us are not comfortable flying far away. Puerto Rico is 3.5 hours from the East Coast. So, yeah, check it out. So, this is Old San Juan. It's beautiful. Nice, gorgeous buildings. Very beautiful. Surprisingly beautiful. San Juan, Puerto Rico, baby. This is a horse. I feel like hola. San Juan, Puerto Rico. I guess I'll expect. It's just a beautiful country. Say hola, Anna. If you notice, I said Old San Juan. There is Old San Juan and New San Juan. In Old San Juan, that's where you find the nightlife, the strip, the food, the people. Them it comes alive at nights. Old San Juan, the cobblestone. You're safe walking into Old San Juan because it's. I'm not a party person, but that's where the party goes down. The locals are nice. Again, the food. Oh my. So, what to do in Puerto Rico? So, again, San Juan is where you find the life, the nightlife, the day life. Everything that happens mostly in old San Juan, must I correct myself? And I did say I was surprising that it was that beautiful. What I meant was because it's considered old San Juan, I was thinking the buildings were older, but actually, no. I like that it's eclectic. You have the Spanish feel to it and you have a European feel to it. So because it was established in the 1600, that's why it's referred to as Old San Juan, but it's just as beautiful as New San Juan. So what to do in San Juan? Well, we took a boat ride, and this boat ride took us around the city, and we learned a great history of San Juan. And in Old San Juan, this is where you find the cruise ships. This is where they come. Another thing to do in San Juan is the forts. Oh my goodness, let me tell you. It's amazing to see the technology used way back then to observe the ships that were coming in and to, I guess that's why America had it for a territory, because they would have used it to fortify themselves against the enemy. But the forts, the view, the breathtaking views going into the castles. Oh my. Yeah, so when you go to Puerto Rico, you have to go to the forts. Some of them are called forts and some are called castle. But the history behind it is what makes it even more amazing. Just the design of the castle and the purpose of a castle, that's what makes it amazing. And then when you go and you get the view from the castle, that's what makes Puerto Rico so beautiful. It's that spectacular view, the sea, that Caribbean slash Pacific Sea. No, it's not the Pacific, but it's the view. It takes your breath away. I'm all about view. So again, my confident ladies, for those who are trying to get back in the groove of flying and not wanting to fly far, if you are from the East Coast, then Puerto Rico is a must. The spectacular views, the food, the people, and it's so easy to get around by bike. Ubers are available, but for me, I would recommend bike. And speaking about recommendations, my daughter suggested that I do a hack of traveling. So I will upload a video soon of hacks when I'm traveling. So this is fascinating. This is old San Juan. We didn't do much in New San Juan. We actually stayed in New San Juan. The hotel was in New San Juan. We actually wanted to go to the rainforest and we wanted to take a boat ride to Haiti because it's pretty near. But because my granddaughter at the time was a couple months old, we decided against it. So we literally stayed in Old San Juan, which is where the actions are. So this guy is a local celebrity, believe it or not. They have a square, and in the square they have statues. So what this guy does, he paints himself with some kind of, I don't know what kind of paint it is, and he goes among the statues and then he start moving like a statue. So he's a local celebrity, and people throw more money at him, and the way he bends to get the money, and just the way he moves his body, it's one of the highlight of being in Old San Juan. It's not a simple thing to do because he does it. And so, cathedrals are another highlight of being in Puerto Rico. I must, however, warn you that, like Westminster Abbey in London, some of these cathedrals, they do have dead bodies, not in your face, but they're encapsulated. So I am warning you, if you go through the cathedrals, some of them, not all, you will see dead bodies in the cathedral. But this I saved for last. I said earlier that I went in April, and this was the time of Easter, and I was very fortunate to see this depiction of Christ carrying the cross. As you know, Puerto Rico is a Catholic, mostly religious, and every year they stage this whereby they have a man, and it is so real because you see the blood, you see people falling, people actually cried. So this to me was a highlight of my trip. Again, I said I went into April in Easter, and I was very privileged to witness this. Another highlight of Puerto Rico are the colorful buildings. And so, my confident ladies, I hope you enjoy my videos as much as I enjoy making them for you to be inspired, not only to travel, because this channel, it's all about being confident. Confidence, remember, we were born with confidence. Our experiences either cause our confidence to increase or decrease. I choose to allow my experiences to make me even more confident. So I pour into you, my confident ladies. Stay confident. No pajamas on the street. Just be yourself. Be your badass self. Just be bold. Be brazen. Just be the confident person that you are. Thanks for watching.